Up next, outsmarting some of nature's deadliest creatures. When you're stranded in the wild, you're on someone else's turf. If you want to survive, you've got to know how to elude the dangerous animals that live here.
Elephants up ahead. I'm not sure how many they are. Looks like a breeding herd.
Large herbivores such as elephant, buffalo or rhino can kill if disturbed.
She's not happy now. And every time I try and get round, she's like backing me off. They're coming around. They're coming around this way. Guys, we need to back up a little bit. This is a battle I don't even want to get involved in. I'm going to head this way.
You can tell when an elephant is about to charge. They'll often flatten their ears against their bodies and curl their trunks. If they do charge, don't just run in one direction, but turn sharply to the left or right. Elephants have poor eyesight and may continue to run right past you.
I've got to be super careful here. Those lionesses are going to be so protective of their young, and it means I need to keep more distance. And the only thing I could do, if it did go for me, is stand tall, put my arms out wide, make a lot of noise, clap, and basically try and bluff, because there's no way you can run. Their instinct is to chase, and if you run, you're going to be chased, and you're going to be dead. Listen to that, listen to that. Okay, it's time we need to be out of here, guys.
This is bear country. Both black and brown bears live here. They'll come along, they'll scratch, then they'll rub their back against it, and you can see actually where the bear's fur is there. And this is all part of it just marking its territory. This is bear crap, and bad news is it means there's a bear around somewhere. This is only about a day old. Bears are the most dangerous when they're surprised. That's why it's really important when you're on your own to keep making lots of noise and let these bears know that you're here. Yo, man! And it might sound a bit weird, but I'm doing a lot of wandering around at the moment going, yo, bear. Yo, man! Your best bet is to also make noise and splash around in alligator territory. The last thing you want to do is to surprise one, as they're much more likely to attack if they think they've got to defend themselves.
And this is as close as you want to get to one of these guys. They are so territorial. No closer, really, than 15 foot. In fact, we're probably too close here. Let's just back up.
Alligators can run at over 35 miles an hour. In a foot race, you don't stand a chance. And if it hisses, move back even further, because that can signal an imminent attack. This river is really widening, which means it's prime crocodile territory. There are two types of crocodiles in Australia. Saltwater crocs are the man-eaters. But even these freshwater crocs will attack if they're cornered or surprised.
Hey, look.
Freshies are clearly identified by their long, thin snouts.
There's another, they're all over the place.
Further downstream, you're more likely to run into saltwater crocodiles. And they're the killers.
See that? Look, saltwater crocodile. Now these guys are the ones you want to watch out for. If he took me, he'd drag me into the water, death roll, and then rip me apart. And the chances of surviving a saltwater crocodile attack in deep water are almost nil.
These rocks are home to scorpions and tarantulas. You've got to be so careful where you put your hands.
Oh, here's one. Here we go. Look at this, see this? Tiger scorpion. And these are quite common around here. When you're getting dressed, check all your clothes and also your boots for scorpions. When the sun comes up, they seek like shady, hidden away, dark places. They're nocturnal, and a pair of shoes is ideal for them. This is actually a fat-tailed scorpion, one of the most poisonous scorpions in the world. It's trying to strike at it. And actually, this has enough venom to kill a man. Check out this little guy.
Running into spiders is bad news. But the #1 fear for many people is snakes.
We just leave his head on the ground.
This is the deadliest snake in all of Africa, the puff adder. Get bitten by one of these without anti-venom, you've got a day to live. They cause more human deaths than any other snake on the continent.
And They're dangerous, not because they're very aggressive. They're actually pretty slow, fat and lazy. And that's the problem, is that they don't move out of the way when you're near it. They tend to bask in grass just like this. And as you can see, they're incredibly hard to spot. People walking in Africa stumble upon them all the time, unintentionally provoking an attack. They have enough venom to kill up to 6 men. I want to give this guy a really wide berth. Okay, come in very gently.
Of the snakes that live in the Sahara, the Egyptian cobra is one of the most venomous.
The first thing you've got to do is just keep absolutely still. It can strike up half its body length in under a second. There you go, see that hood coming right out? There you go, see him strike that?
Back off slowly and never corner a cobra. Give it room to get away.
That's why I want to give this guy a really good berth now and leave him alone.
Another snake you don't want to meet by accident is the horned viper. They grow up to 3 foot long. Their venom poisons your blood system and can cause massive hemorrhaging, leading to a heart attack.
Okay, got him. That's still got all its hemotoxic venom in its mouth. And you never just want to leave a snake's head out in the open after you cut it off. You want to either burn it or bury it.
The venom can still be toxic long after it's dead. When we return, I've travelled to the extreme corners of the globe, but see the moments that really tested me to my limits. My journeys have taken me to extraordinary places, but even in the face of stunning beauty, there have been some moments where I really just wanted out. Most people are terrified of avalanches, but for me, my personal hell is the crevasse, a bottomless pit that can swallow you whole in a split second.
Holy smoke. Go and have a look at this. There you go. And that is one long way down.
On Everest, I plunged into a crevasse, was knocked unconscious and nearly died. So being here brings back a lot of bad memories.
There is something just sinister about these places.
I've been in a lot of tight spots before, but few places make me this scared.
This is not a good place for humans to be.
Neither is this. Quicksand.
And what's nasty about this stuff is the more you fight it, the more it like pulls you in. And look, you suddenly realise it's not just this crust of sand that you thought, but actually it's all of that clay and water. So the way to get out of this is to try and pull your legs up towards the surface and try and maneuver your chest onto the surface. Try and get a leg out. And then just monkey crawl your way out.
But I'll take quicksand any day over this bog. Plunging into this festering stew was one of the more unpleasant experiences I've endured.
This stuff just stinks. That has to be one of the worst stink pits I've ever been in.
It felt like the bloated stomach of a carcass under my feet. Maybe the remains of a sheep or deer that fell in, but never made it out.
God, it's like a sewer of about 3 cities going into one little hole.
This place really made me feel claustrophobic. The mangrove literally takes you prisoner.
So hard to see very far in here. You know, visibility is probably only about 20 feet and then it just all mingles into darkness.
Every step in the mangrove is a gamble. Crocodiles love the deep tidal water, and they use it to ambush unsuspecting prey.
Right, I just want to get out of this place now. I don't like it. Wait. I don't like this. Let's keep going and get out.
But nothing has got me rattled more than crossing this alligator-infested river. I knew they were around, but I also knew that I had to make it to the other side. When you're in alligator country, swimming on the surface with your head bobbing around makes you look like prey. I had to go under the water and swim as fast and as smoothly as possible. Visibility was zero down here, and that's unsettling. I've rarely felt this vulnerable, and I've never been so relieved to get out of a situation in one piece. I faced more demons deep in a waterlogged cave. Weird noises were coming up from ahead, and I could feel something brushing past my face. But in the darkness, I was blind. I did not like this one at all.
Let's have a look. Just come in, let's see what you see. Oh, bats. That's what that sound is. I hate bats.
And they're not just any bats. These are vampire bats. They carry the killer rabies virus, and one little bite can mean big trouble.
Okay, let's just get through. I hate bats. Oh, there's one thing I really don't like, is bats.
But for all the bad moments I've endured, there are so many more that have amazed me.
Wow, what a view.
This is about more than just survival. It's about truly coming alive.
The momentum begins to take over. And the faster you get, the more fun it is. I love these bits. God. Thank God for volcanoes. If anyone can see me now, they think, what the hell's that mad Englishman doing butt naked in the middle of the flipping Patagonia ice field? I joke not when I say it is searingly hot here, and this water is just godsend. Oh.
I think the magic of places like this is that everything slows down and life becomes much more raw. And those things that keep you going in life suddenly become much more prominent.
Almost half the battle of survival is being able to keep your hopes up and your spirits alive. There's a little picture of my family that I always keep with me wherever I go. I keep it laminated in the sole of my boot. I have that, my little boy, and then on the other side, my wife and my other little son. And that's helped me, you know, so much through so many different adventures.
I hope you never find yourself lost in the wild, but if you do, knowing some essentials could mean the difference between life and death. And enjoying a few thrills along the way is up to you.
And I always think there are two ways off the mountain. There's a slow, long way, or there's a fast, quick way. And I know which I prefer.